Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to go over the answers to part 3 of the worksheet to kind of give you an idea of what we were going for. If you had a hard time with this worksheet, I totally get it. It was not an easy worksheet to work on, and that's why we broke it up into pieces and made sure we did a video on all the answers. So if we take a look at question number 13, it's asking about quantities versus objects. And we had a big discussion about this because it kind of depends on your point of view. So the ideas of quantities that I had were the number of pages in a book, numbers, the square of a number, rational numbers, and grades in a class. Now, a grade in a class could just be a letter, which would be an object. But because you had to earn points to get that letter, we kind of thought of it as a quantity. And then we said that objects would be things like books in a library, cars on the street, license plates, states, senators, etc. Now, something interesting is the authors of MRWC had things like the leaves and cars listed up here because they were thinking about as numbers of leaves. But we figured because leaves were actually objects, you could count the objects. But the leaves themselves would be objects. All right, so then the next thing it asks you to do is compare the types of mappings that we identified in questions 1 and 2, 7 and 8, and 9 and 10. Now for the sake of quarantine, for question number 2, we had you determine the domain, so it kind of changed this question a little bit. So I'm going to focus on 7 and 8 and focus on 9 and 10. So if we look at questions 7 and 8, do you see that they're exactly the same story, a tree and its leaves? But in question 7, the domain is tree, and in question 8, the domain is leaves. And so in question 7, because each tree has many leaves, it's going to be a one-to-many situation. Whereas in question 8, there's many leaves on a tree, but each leaf belongs to one tree. So there's many leaves belonging to one tree, which makes that a many-to-one situation. So if you think of it like a calculator, if I plugged in a tree into a tree calculator and I wanted to know what leaves belong on it, do you see the calculator would have to give me many different answers? And calculators don't like to do that. And so number 7 would not be a function. Whereas question number 8, I could plug in each leaf and know which single tree that leaf belongs to. And so that would be a function. So we went from being not a function to being a function by switching the direction. And then the same thing occurred with question number 9. We had positions on a line. So we had A located at 0.5, but 0.5 was equivalent to 1/2, and it was equivalent to the square root of 1/4. And so those 3 rational numbers could be positioned at A, but each number is only located at one spot. So when the position was your domain, there was one position for many different rational numbers. And so in that case, the position is not a function because it was, if I plug in the position in my calculator can't tell me all the rational numbers that belong at that position. Whereas if we have the rational numbers as our domain, that becomes many rational numbers belong to one position on the number line. So if I plug in one of the many rational numbers, it's going to tell me the one position that it has on the number line. So that one is a function. So again, it went from not being a function to being a function. So if we take a look at what I wrote for 14a, it said choosing the first option, the first mapping was one-to-many, while the second mapping was many-to-one. And so for a general statement, the one-to-many reflections are functions and the many-to-one relations are not. So notice I called that a relation since it was not a function. So then looking at question number 15, they're asking us to take a look at question number 4 and question number 11. And it says, what type of mapping would you get if you changed the direction of the mapping? So right now the mappings here is going from left to right, and on this one it's going either direction because we gave you an option, right? So on this one, do you see that there is one, each license plate goes to exactly one car, and each car has exactly one license plate, meaning designated license plate, not a front and a back type situation. So whether we go from left to right or whether we go from right to left, the mapping is always going to be 1 to 1. So when I reverse it, it's still going to be 1 to 1. And then the same thing here, whether I picked the fingerprints as my domain and went to the people as my range, that was 1 to 1. And whether I started with the people in the room and then went to the fingerprints, it was still a 1 to 1 situation. And so this is a situation where if the direction of the mapping changed, the direction of 1 to 1 would remain the same. So for B, it asked us to look at question number 6. And so that was a many-to-many mapping, because you could be first cousins with many people, and then each of your first cousins could have many first cousins. And so it asked us if we changed the direction of the mapping, what would happen? So it would actually stay the same, that many-to-many would switch to become many-to-many still. So then question 16 asked us, is there more than one type of mapping that would still be a function if the direction of the mapping has changed? And so if we took a look at question number 11, whether we picked fingerprints as the domain or we picked a person as the domain, we had a 1 to 1 situation. And so that means if I plug in the person into a person calculator, I would get one set of fingerprints. Or if I plugged a fingerprint into the computer, I would get one person out of that. So either way, I'm going to get a function. Whereas if we look at question number 7, if we started with leaves as our domain, we've got many to one, and that is a function. But if we reverse that and put tree as our domain, we got 1 to many, which is not a function. And so when I reversed it, I no longer have a function. So just to review a little bit, the two types of functions we have are 1 to 1 and many to 1. And the ones that are not a function are 1 to many and many to many. So in the case of my functions, when I reverse them, the only one that gives me back a function is a 1 to 1. So that's why I disagreed with their statement that only the 1 to 1 mappings will remain a function when the direction of the mapping is changed. All right. So then looking at question number 17, it said all functions are relations, but not all relations are functions. So relation just means there's a relationship between the two groups. A function means that for each element in the domain, there's exactly one element in the range. Okay? So if we look at our table down here, do we see that our functions are relations because they fall into 1 to 1 or they fall into many to 1? But I have two sets of relations that are not functions. And so that means that I agree that all functions fall into one of the 4 relations, but not all relations are functions. I hope this helped clear up some information. And if you have any questions, you can still email me. Love and miss you guys.